Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you all well. We are live now. We're live on TikTok and we are live on YouTube as well. Welcome, welcome. And I am going to deepen myself with balance. Okay. So I'm starting with balance. It's so great to see you. Tonight we are taking questions again, how to look after your health in a better way. Okay, body, mind, and spirit with essential oils. And you know me, I am all about natural solutions. I'm all about looking after your health in a better way, understanding the cause of the disease in terms of body, mind, and spirit. It's so great to see you. Please share this video with as many people as possible so we can get to as many people as possible to impact. So I can see already the first questions. Type 2 diabetes. Right. So let's have a look from the perspective of body, mind, and spirit. What means hello. Great to see you, everyone. Type 2 diabetes. Okay, so in the body, the physical perspective we have. So it develops when the body becomes resistant to insulin. Okay, the hormones that helps the cells absorb the glucose, to produce the energy. So great to see you. Good evening. So over time, the pancreas, it struggles to keep up. It's leading to high blood sugar levels and so on. And the physical root cause of the type 2 diabetes, it can include a poor diet. Yeah, I don't know what you're eating, but I will be very interested to find out. Also, very high in refined sugars, most probably also processed foods, you know, and it's so easy these days to find these processed foods everywhere. They are delicious, especially made to want to eat more and more and more. Maybe you have a sedentary lifestyle. You have chronic stress as well. That will also go to type 2 diabetes. You have inflammation. Very interesting with the inflammation, because also this leads into hormonal imbalances. Yes, genetics play a role, and genetics is like it gives you that predisposition, but again, genes are not destiny. They are activated by lifestyle and by emotions. From a holistic perspective, the body is not malfunctioning. It's communicating to you. Pay attention to the symptoms. Don't kill them with a pill. Okay? When the body stops responding to insulin, it's symbolically reflecting that resistance to insulin, and often that emotional resistance to perceiving, to perceiving life as sweet, as enjoyable, and also processing life sweetness. In the mind, let's see how we have the mind, which is playing, a role in type 2 diabetes. I just want to come with some questions, like, are you are you feeling over responsible for what's around you? I have chronic inflammation from a car accident. I have found relief from carnivore diet. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing this. I really appreciate it. And, please do share, because you don't know exactly how you will help someone by sharing this. But for if you have chronic inflammation, I will definitely recommend high detox, so to eliminate everything which is there, because inflammation, again, what kind of diet do you have? Are you active, and so on? So I cycle on and off from carnivore and keto. Yeah, it does help. And I totally believe in a high protein, not necessarily diet, but a lifestyle more. Okay, so yeah, parasite cleanse, absolutely. The detox is very, very important. Coming back to type 2 diabetes, I want to ask you questions like, are you over feeling over responsible, constantly caring for your family, for other people in your life, while you are neglecting your own needs? So that will definitely bring you to type 2 diabetes. Again, in combination, holistic, body, mind, and spirit. We're talking now about mind. Are you emotionally exhausted? Do you have that bitterness towards life, towards people? Do you feel that you are unappreciated, that you're not loved, you don't feel loved? Are you giving too much to people around you? Do you have that suppressed sweetness, like, for example, a life without joy, without pleasure, without spontaneity, without feeling aligned to your purpose? And you will hear me on this channel talking a lot about alignment, because it's very important. Everything feels like duty for you. This is why you will get, hello, Joanna, it's lovely to see you. I hope you spend time with your family. This video is going to be recorded on YouTube. So please, please, what we did discuss yesterday, you need to host your family. So, just take care of them. I have made, I have made a serious change in my life. Now I am aligned and happy. That's important. However, I want to give your example that you needed to wait for that accident to take that major change in your life, and this is why prevention, and taking it early in life, because teenagers, young people, and so on, was that essential oil, body, mind, and spirit? Yeah, nothing. And then you get later in life, when you accumulated so much in your body, God is telling you, hang on, stop and reflect. Let's see what Joanna says here. Now, so frequencies are wonderful. Thank you. Absolutely. And this is why I am deepening with essential oils for them. They are my best friends. Their frequency is just mind blowing. And raising our body frequency, our body vibration, will definitely mean a lot for our health, for our joy, for our happiness, and so on. Okay, so again, if you have type 2 diabetes, are you feeling like everything around you is a duty? You need to revisit that and not leave it until it is too late. Are you a perfectionist? Are you trying to control everything, trying to manage everything out of fear? And here I will send you, yes, also Bach flowers. Yes, I know about them. I use them very shortly before the essential oils. I like them. However, I am now only into essential oils. I believe their frequency is the highest. Of Bach flowers, flower essences, yeah, absolutely. If it works for you, continue with what it works, but open be open to other opportunities as well, because you don't know how they might help you. Okay, so you a perfectionist, that you asked me about type 2 diabetes. Are you trying to control everything out of fear, or from a fear of loss, or of a fear of failure, a fear of, yeah, losing out? Okay, so these are questions, like existential questions, that you need to ask yourself in order to start that healing path of type 2 diabetes. What essential oil is for spiritual attacks? Spiritual attacks. I've never heard about spiritual attacks. Did you wanted to see spiritual practices, or panic attacks? I don't know exactly what you meant by spiritual attacks. Okay, so if you can clarify, please, in the comments. Attacks. The best oils, first of all, I will recommend frankincense. Okay, frankincense, it's one of the oils which has the highest vibration, one of the highest vibration, 147 megahertz. It is the oil of God. It is the oil of truth. Is the king oil. Connection with Father. It fosters that loving connection with Father and with our Creator in the end. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. I just watched your video about strokes and perfectionism. Really, wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. So frankincense for panic attacks. I will also recommend you balance. Not that I'm having a panic attack or anything like that, but it's one of the most grounding oils ever. I also recommend you adaptive. Okay, adaptive, again, one of the best oils that you can use when you have all of these panic attacks, when you have depression, when you have anxiety. Very, very good oil too. Yeah. Tonight I'm deepening with balance. Who makes that? So I am partnered with doTERRA, and doTERRA is an essential oil company which has the purest essential oils on the planet, also the most tested essential oils. Probably means spirit attacks as one from the dark side. Yeah, so we discussed that. Thank you so much for clarifying, Joanna. I hope you do spend some time with your family. Pat, lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So we were coming to it. So these are doTERRA essential oils, the purest oils on the planet. They are tested, over 50 tests. They are sourced where the plant, tree, flower, whatever they are produced from are thriving in their original habitat. So that's what I'm here to teach about. First of all, it's a lot of teaching. I believe in holistic practices, and I use these tools as support, as guidance, as help in my journey, in my healing journey. They are my best friends. Oils are my best friends. When I connect with them, I connect with intention. I use them in a very particular way, thinking what kind of gifts they give me, what kind of powers are they teaching me, what kind of lessons they're teaching me, and so on. I'm looking at the negative emotions. I am looking at the positive emotions. What can I release and what can I welcome more in my life? So this is how I use essential oils as tools. Essential oils without any inner work holistically, they won't help. They won't. This is why, yeah, many people, they just expect by using an oil and become liberated. It doesn't work like that. Okay, coming back to type 2 diabetes, in metaphysical terms, diabetes symbolizes, that deep yearning for love. You're just craving that love, that you want to be loved. Also, you combine it's that fear of disappointment. And again, go and look at my videos on childhood wounds, very important. Your body craves sweetness, but it's more sweetness of life. Not necessarily sweet things, but it's that sweetness of life. Your heart feels, you can't receive that. It's blocked emotions. And you subconsciously, unconsciously replace the emotional sweetness with physical sugar. So you can't get it from life, from being with yourself. You don't need to have a million friends, or it's with yourself. If you can't be happy with yourself, then this is when you turn to sugar in your physical life. And this creates a loop. In terms of emotional deprivation, sugar craving, guilt, more imbalance. It's like the same with alcohol. When you feel unhappy, we have alcohol that brings guilt, and that brings more imbalance because you are, uh, uh, yeah, what's the word that I'm looking for? Repressing, feelings. Okay, and healing begins when a person reconnects with pleasure, when we reconnect with joy, with emotional nourishment beyond food. It's beyond food. And this is why one of the oils that I will recommend is Meta Power. I'll give you all the oils if you stay until the end, but I want to speak about body, mind, and spirit. Also, the affirmations, healing affirmations. And when I say affirmation, I'm also talking about in those intentional yeah intentions that I use my oil. So I allow sweetness to flow into my life in healthy ways. So again, when I'm taking Meta Power, and I'm going to do some demonstrations tonight, so I'm going to take one capsule. I'm going to put love essential oils. Just be mindful of the purity. If you can't see black on white, the test that they are going through, 100% they are not pure, and over time, with compounding effects, you will harm your body. So I have an empty capsule, okay, where I put a few drops of Meta Power. I put 10 of them because I am already deepening with this oil for about almost 3 years. Okay, so I have a few drops of Meta Power here. So I show to YouTube as well. And how I take it is internally in some water. I have here some water in which I put more oils, and this is lemon. Okay, lemon essential oil. I like to put a few drops in here. I'm going to hold it like this. So 5 drops, it's enough. So I do a little bit of this, and I'm going to take this capsule. And while I'm taking these capsules, I will say loads of affirmation, and that means to deepen with my oils, with intention. I allow sweetness to flow in my life in healthy ways. I am safe to receive love and joy. I no longer need control. Well, I no longer need to control everything in my life to feel safe, and so on. You can choose whatever affirmations you like and whatever it resonates with you. Love it. Also, when you take that water with lemon, automatically it helps you with gentle detox, with energy, with joy. It's such a lovely taste. If you don't like water and you struggle to drink water, try it with essential oils, pure, 100% pure, that you can see how they have been tested. I know you guys here love essential oils, and one of my educational webinars, if you call it that way, will be on testing, probably most likely tomorrow, because I am super passionate. A lot of people are coming to me, oh, I love essential oils, I've been using them for ages. And my first question is to them, are you able to see black and white and publicly their results, their testing results? And majority, what do you think they say? No. It's only the people who are using doTERRA is the only oils on the planet which are tested in a way that you are safe. Otherwise, you put in you chemicals, toxins, molds, fungi, all of those. I can't even name them. But tomorrow I'm going to speak about, let me see the questions. Tomorrow I'm going to speak about testing. So please, please, please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, or follow me on TikTok, so we can discuss, you don't miss it. Could you please speak about tinnitus, ear ringing? I had a person actually, which the other day messaged me about this. So as soon as I finish with the type 2 diabetes, I'll look into that. Yeah, I'll speak about that. So let's see. Okay, lovely. So the spirit, we spoke about body, type 2 diabetes. We spoke about the mind, and now with the spirit. How did you get diabetes? And looking at the spirit. So spiritually, type 2 diabetes invites you, you know, a deep realignment with self-love. Surrender yourself, trust life, trust the life's flow. Where can I buy doTERRA oils on Amazon? Oh my lord, why would you buy Amber, why would you buy them from Amazon? Why? First of all, and I said this yesterday, you will have absolutely no guidance. No one will guide you. It's like buying something from the shop. In the moment when you buy from a consultant, that consultant's duty, it is to answer your questions, to monitor you, to be near you when you have, I don't know, all sorts of questions, to do a personalized protocol from you. If you buy it from Amazon, you are on your own, and that's the first thing, which is the best, let's call it that way. Secondly, I have been a doTERRA consultant for almost 6 years. I have seen with my own eyes people buying doTERRA oils. So let's take lemon, for example. It can be with lavender or any other oil, frankincense, and so on. So I'm buying a lemon oil from doTERRA. I'm buying a lemon oil from a health shop or whatever. I open this bottle. I take out, I have also all sorts of utensils. So if you use one of these, it's so easy, you take out, just let me take it for you. Okay, I already took out this, right? I take out the content, which is pure essential oil. I put you the cheap one. I buy one of these from the internet because it's so easy to buy them. I seal it and I sell it to you on Amazon. And this is what you're buying, my love, Amber. This is what you're buying. You're buying something which you don't know. You're buying fake, paying doTERRA prices. It's up to you. I'm here to educate. I'm here to give information. The decision stays with you. Decision stays with you. If you want to expose yourself to all sorts of toxicity, fake, be on your own, and so many other reasons, it's up to you. So people dilute oils, use absolutely. People dilute oils, then sell them 100%. So buy it from you. Again, I am here to promote and educate. People are contacting me all the time. If your intuition says, yes, I would like to go with Mihaela, then yes, you can message me. However, if you know any other doTERRA consultants, you can approach them. It's up to you. Okay? And whoever you choose as your consultant, trust them, because you will need to be guided by that person. So it's up to you who you want to go with. Coming back to type 2 diabetes, when your soul is tired of doing things for others and so on, you crave being. We have to differentiate between this. When you're tired of doing, then you crave being. So your body is telling you, slow down. The message is, stop running like a headless chicken on empty. You are running on empty. You don't have to earn love. And this is going back to the childhood wounds. Go on my YouTube channel. I have 2 videos there, 1 hour and 45 minutes each. We spoke a lot about these childhood wounds. You're running on empty. You don't have to earn love. You are love. You are light. It's just for you to open yourself. You know, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, is the seat of willpower. It's control, its identity. That is very overstimulated. The heart chakra, solar chakra, okay, it may be closed or wounded from the past. Yeah, this is what's happening. It's making you difficult to perceive things, to feel things. And the healing journey involves reopening your heart, reopening yourself to yourself first. Soften yourself. Love, trusting yourself, trust that intuition. Think, I am supported by light, life and light. Okay, so spiritual, you can start meditation with gratitude. The power, the frequency of gratitude, it's wow. Whoever practices this, you will feel a massive shift in your life. Also self-forgiveness. I'm sorry, Mihaela, that I allowed you so many years to be like that, to feel that, and you name what you've done. That do that emotional release, that working with intention. And what kind of oils I will recommend for type 2 diabetes? I said one of them, Meta Power. The second one is Zendocrine, very important, Zendocrine, okay? Because that will help you a lot with liver detox, especially where the resentments are, where the hatred is, and so on. Zendocrine, very important. Then I will recommend geranium, because geranium will help you a lot when you work with it, when you deepen emotional healing, heart opening. Apply it on the heart chakra, together with bergamot, which is the oil of self acceptance. One of my favorite oils ever is bergamot. Let's see exactly where is bergamot. Okay, one of my favorite oils, bergamot, self-acceptance. The same, copaiba. Copaiba, it's highly anti-inflammatory. Amazing. Zendocrine, I believe, is not available in the USA. It should be. It should be. Why? In the USA, you are so lucky. You have 10 times more than us in Europe. There are, people from Europe are opening the accounts, and then they are going and calling the call center in America. They buy in bulk, and then they ship it to Europe. This is what they're doing because you are super lucky. 100% you have it. If we have it here in Europe, 100% you do. Look at this, Joanna. You definitely have it. Another oil, so I said copaiba, which is soothing the guilt, the shame. Again, I will recommend cinnamon and ginger together, because this is bringing you kindness, thinking about, give you motivation, life force. Okay, Adi said it wasn't, Adi said today it wasn't anymore. I have to look into that, because I find it so hard to believe that Zendocrine might not be. Anyway, I'll look after this, okay? Because if it just something like it happened today, I'll look and come back to you, okay? Then I recommend lemon oil. Yes, it sounds simple, but it is so powerful. I also recommend grapefruit because these two citruses are deeply cleansing, and it's not only cleansing your physical body; it is emotional cleansing of that heaviness, that self blame, everything. So I will recommend these two. Yeah, it's an interesting journey. It's not easy, but you're starting. It's very important. Okay, so you asked me about tinnitus. I hope I pronounce it well, but it's that um, earring. I can't find my words now. It seems to be tonight. I'm not. I can't find the words. Um, that sound in your ears, yeah. Let's look at it. Is the perception of sound. Pronunciation is right. Again, I'm Romanian by background. English is not my first language. There are some words which I will pronounce weird, but I will explain what I mean by them. So, yeah. So, tinnitus, okay? So, it's the perception of the sound, like ringing, you have maybe buzzing, I don't know, humming, humming. I will be interested which one of these, like a hissing, one of those, you may have them in one or both ears, um, and there is no external. Yes, I am Romanian by background. Yes, I am Romanian by background, but I live in the UK for about 19 years now. Yeah. So you have the ringing, okay, but you hear all of this when there is no actual external sound around you. So what it may cause, again, if we're looking in the body, exposure, maybe to loud sounds, also ear trauma. I don't know what you had. I have sometimes that already went to the doctor, nothing wrong. You look similar to this trucker. Okay, thank you. I don't know if it's a bad thing or good thing, but I appreciate you either way. Um, yeah, it's a lot of people which are messaging me about tinnitus. A lot of people. Yeah. It seems to be quite common. The same with diabetes, the same with weight loss, the same with a few issues there. So, okay. I don't have phones or iPods. Okay, any cure for it? Let's just have a look a little bit again. I know it's bothering you. I know it's, yeah, you don't like that noise. Hello, good day, good day, good day, good day. I know you don't like it, but your body is trying to say something to you. And let's see exactly body, mind, and spirit. Why did you get this tinnitus? You may have exposed yourself to loud sounds, and I'm not saying that you have to have one or all. You may have a few or so on. Okay, thank you for your answers. Yeah, you're very welcome. I forget it most of the time, ignoring it. Yes, but you should not ignore those symptoms, because the symptoms of any disease in your body is your body screaming, help me. And if you ignore it, it's exactly like, you're in depression, you go and take some drugs or a bottle of wine or whatever, and you just kill or suppress. That was the word. I have to make a note of it because I'm going to forget that word. Suppress emotions. So this is why you should not forget about them or ignore them. Which kind of hard cheese do we eat at the end of the meal? I think it's because of loud music listening a few years back. Okay, but yeah, let's just go through this. In regards to the hard cheese, you can eat cheddar. I don't know. Cheddar is one of them. But in which country are you in? I am in the UK. I live in the UK. However, I'm Romanian by background. So again, coming back to tinnitus, exposure to sounds, very loud sounds in your ear trauma. I don't know if you had I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, otitis, yeah, that's an ear trauma. Maybe you have circulatory issues. Maybe you have high blood pressure. I don't know. Have you checked it? Maybe you have also a poor oxygenation, tension in the neck, in the jaw, shoulders, is things for you to start thinking about. Okay. um, I notice when my blood pressure is high, ringing more, exactly what I just said. um, and when you hear a loud sound like a subway on a distance or a vacuum. Are you in Norfolk? No, I'm not in Norfolk. I am in Basingstoke in Hampshire. It's great to connect with you in Norfolk. My husband goes quite often to Norfolk. I think it's it's in Norfolk. I can't remember what city. I think it is that. So you have tension in your neck, in your jaws, in your shoulders. You have maybe sinus congestion. For sure, you have inflammation. You might have an infection in the body. Vitiligo, can you tell me which of the supplement I can take? I'm going to make a note of vitiligo and we discuss this next. My son is autistic and his tonsils are always swollen. What do you think? But don't take them out, the tonsils. Hugs from Portugal and a lot of love to you too. My brother-in-law, well, to be brother-in-law, is from Portugal. I think, again, I'm not pronouncing correctly 100%, but I think he said he's from Guimarães or something like that. Thank you. Okay. So we're talking next about vitiligo, and he has vitiligo, by the way. My brother-in-law has vitiligo. So we'll discuss about this, but please bear with me until I finish with tinnitus. Because it's fair towards the people who are asking me so I can address them. Maybe in the parts, yes, it's the north of Portugal. That's it. The country I was born. Again, my lovely, did you take any medications in the past? Because medication are always 100% always are coming with side effects. And if you take medication for I don't know what, one of the side effects, when you take the prospect out, they say side effects, but of course we're not interested about the side effects. All that we care, oh, how can I take it quickly, how can I take it because I want to get rid of that. And then you take it, you don't read the side effects, and you get other side effects and so on. I am free of any pill, of any medication, synthetic medication for 6 years. No more medications for me. Maybe you are on caffeine, caffeine sensitive. This can also give you tinnitus. What about tinnitus from COVID? Yeah, 100%. That's a lot of side effects from that thing. I'm not going to say just in case they block my life. Ointment. Yeah. You have chronic stress as well. You are over activate. When you have this chronic stress, it over activates your nervous system. Support your circulation, my lovely, with one of the most cost affordable and oils, lemon. One of these lemon oils in the UK, I'm talking strictly in the UK because I live here, 15 milliliters, about 240 drops, and it costs about 15 pounds, 1 5. So you saw me, I only put about 5 drops. So it will last you minimum 2 months for 15 pounds. That's nothing. Support your circulation with lemon, with cypress, with rosemary. I have a video on my page about rosemary oil, essential oils. Amazing. You dilute them with coconut oil so you can absorb more in your body. If you don't dilute them, then you will absorb up to 30%. When you dilute them, then you benefit up to 70% because they are volatile and they evaporate. So it's always better to dilute them. Also, lemon oil and in general the citruses are photosensitive. You don't apply them and then you go outside. Okay, so only in the evening, only in the evening. And also you apply, behind the ears. It's just enough like this. And now here in the UK is evening, so I can definitely put it. You just put one drop. I put more drops, but yeah, I put one drop and then you put it behind the ear. Behind, I know I like to put it like that as well. I am very much of using essential oil everywhere, and it doesn't matter where, I just take them. I highly believe in them. So behind the ear, if you want, on the lobe, on the neck, you can put it on the temples, but again, only in the evening, right? Because we said about photosensitivity. Then you balance your nervous system with lavender, with copaiba, with frankincense. These are amazing oils. Avoid stimulants if you have tinnitus. Avoid coffee, sugar, nicotine. How many of these are you avoiding? Tell me. How many? Are you high on coffee? Are you taking a lot of coffee? Sugar, a lot. Nicotine, I don't know. Do gentle breathe work, control it, grounding. You do a lot of grounding, because this will regulate your nerve, your vagus nerve, okay, which connects the ear, heart, gut, everything. Vagus nerve. I think I've done a video on this. I think so. Yeah. So when the body is tense and the nervous system is overactive, then the auditory system becomes hypersensitive, like an alarm, which doesn't switch off. So this is what's happening. And we only talked about the body so far. And you know me, I like to speak about body, mind, and spirit. So the mind, why do you get tinnitus? Because, it's from an emotional, symbolizes the mind, which is overstimulated. It's unable to perceive silence. You are scared of silence. You are scared of silence. You want all the time to be around something. I don't know. Please communicate with me. Please message me in the chat. And I want to know now that you opened the discussion. Maybe you are overloaded with information. You like to be all the time, active, that hyperactive. Can we remove gray hair? I've received this question a lot. Yes, you can do it. I personally haven't tried it. I have not guided someone, but I know there are people who are doing this. You can try it. I can look into that and message me, and I'll let you know what I read. I don't think I am very passionate about that. So, but I am, into other really deep ailments, diseases, and so on. So you're overloaded with information, with thoughts. There is that overthinking, agitation, worries, suppressed emotions, because you don't have the time to go inside, inner work, if you are all the time with your attention outside. When did you last stayed with yourself? You have unspoken words, which are very often linked to communication stress or an inner conflict. You not want to hear something, people are trying to say, hey, hello, you're not looking after yourself, and you don't want to hear that. You're blocking, and therefore is that sound in your ear, like I had with a migraine. I had a migraine for a week, and my friend had to tell me, hang on, that migraine it's God's way to shake you. So, with migraine, you feel like also like a vertigo. It was associated with vertigo, migraine with vertigo. Everything was shaking and rotating, and it was horrible. And my friend said, That is the way that God wants to shake you, because you are not fulfilling your life's purpose. So the same with you. You don't want to hear something that your body is telling you. You're not listening to your own intuition. You're all the time concentrated on the exterior, on the world around you, and you're not listening to your intuition. You feel overwhelmed, by noise, opinion, criticism. This is why, don't suppress, don't ignore, don't put them aside, that ringing, that it is happening. Don't put it aside. Listen to it. Stay with it. I know it's annoying. Healing is not easy. It's not easy. You're hearing too much from the outside and not enough from the within. Yeah, what I recommend: 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day, no more than that. 10 minutes a day with yourself in silence. You can stay in a meditation position. If you don't believe in meditation, just stay on a chair. Just close your eyes, just like that, just with yourself. Do some journaling. That's also very important. What am I, with questions, and you need to ask yourself, what am I avoiding to hear in my life right now? And even that 10 minutes is very important. Try to reduce that external noise: TV, social media, the phones, scrolling, chaos. Listening more to your body instead of your fears. And this is where essential oils are coming to place. This is where these tools, okay, because it's through the limbic system. My passion for limbic system. One of the seminars will be just purely on limbic system, but I'm sure we'll divagate into questions. But in the moment when I put this oil here and I inhale, this goes through the nostrils, into the amygdala, into the limbic system, which is the part of our brain, the ancient brain, where our fears, memories, survival, everything is stuck in there. Everything. So work with oils, because they are your best allies. They are your best friends. Okay, then we have bergamot for tinnitus. Bergamot, it releases that tension. It restores that emotional clarity. And you saw that I recommended bergamot to the type 2 diabetes. But what did I say there? It's different a little bit to what I say here, if you paid attention, okay? Because bergamot, the same with any other oils, they are versatile and they cover a number of things, okay? Then I recommend clary sage. It's a very good oil, because it encourages that inner listening, intuition, and you need that with tinnitus, because you're too focused on the outside. And again, I recommend balance blend, which calms overstimulation. It calms that mental anxiety. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Balances you. So if we look at the spirit, now, energetic, how your soul perceives this tinnitus. Yeah, tinnitus is a call to stillness. It's a call to do more inner work, because the universe, God, whatever you want to call that power, is whispering to you. Can you hear yourself beneath this noise? Can you hear yourself? And you're trying to ignore it, exactly like you said. I don't even know if you're here anymore. Probably I'm talking to myself right now. Well, this is what's happening on TikTok, isn't it? And in general, when you go live. And people with tinnitus are very highly sensitive souls, very sensitive. They're empathetic, they're intuitive, they're spiritually they are, but they ignore it They don't pay attention to it. They put it aside, that inner voice. They don't want to listen. And you put it aside for too long. You pushed it once, twice, three times. You just push it too long. And that energy builds up in that form of the noise that you hear in your ears. You know, it's because you put it away, you suppressed it so much, it comes as now it's manifesting as an internal sound. Like energetic meanings. You have blocked throat chakra, vishuddha. Okay, throat chakra. It's blocked, and this is the center of communication, is the center of expression, is the center of creativity, and all of this is blocked. And therefore, in my country, in my country, we have this. So throat, ears, nose. When you go to the doctor, they address all of this. I don't know exactly if in your country is the same, but when we used to be in my country, I'm 19 years in the UK now, but yes, when I was going as a young kid, the throat doctor, it was the same doctor as with the ears, and it was the same doctor with the um, nose. So again, yeah, I don't even know exactly how they're called anymore. Yeah. Um, but again, you have an overactive third eye chakra, which is that excess of mental energy, intuition overload. You need to ground. You need to ground yourself. You need to ground that energy back into the body. And of course, I recommend very grounding oils. And one of them is vetiver. Vetiver is one of the most grounding oils ever. Okay? Vetiver. It's amazing. This oil is top for ADHD, for autism, together with thinker and other oils. So vetiver, super grounding. It calms that hyperactivity. Amazing. Vetiver together with cedarwood, with patchouli, uh, very, very grounding. Okay, and you apply them on the feet, on the soles. You apply them on pulse points like wrists. You can put them on the neck daily, every single day. You can do meditation. Drop of put one drop of frankincense on your heart chakra, on the crown chakra as well, to ask for the divinity to guide you, to inspire you, to tell you what to do. Are you doing all of this, or are you just ignoring that tinnitus? You got so used with that ringing in your ear that you just ignore it now. Use myrrh. Myrrh is another oil that I highly recommend in tinnitus. Okay, myrrh. Let me show to YouTube as well. Myrrh and sandalwood, they would anchor you, anchor that spirit energy into physical body. Walk barefoot in your garden. There are all of these people again, and the regulars, Joanna, Pat, you will hear me talking about this a million times. I saw those people in Yakutsk, in Russia, literally going. I'm even shrinking thinking about that. Bare body, naked, into the cold waters at minus 50 degrees. Yeah, that for me is like, wow. I don't know if I'll have the courage, but I'm lucky and I'm very grateful for living in the UK, where we can walk barefoot in the garden. So what is minus 1 degree? What is this weather in comparison to Yakutsk and Siberia? Nothing. You have no reason why not to do that. Walk barefoot, journal, pray, sit in silence. All of this will help you with that tinnitus. balance those that spiritual sensibility, that human presence. Thank you so much, Pat, for reposting this. I really appreciate you. I really do. It's, yeah. um Let me go back a little bit to see exactly. um mm, I'm trying to see exactly what other questions did you ask me. Vitiligo. Okay, I got so drawn into the tinnitus. I totally missed that vitiligo, but I thought I knew that it is one more questions. Let me make a note of this so I don't forget about it. Look at my pen, by the way. Oh, I can't believe it's an hour gone because they're asking me TikTok to do that puzzle. I can't believe I'm talking already for an hour. So again, use affirmations. I allow myself to hear only what nourishes my soul. I am safe. It's safe for me to rest, rest my mind, rest my body, trust the silence. Work with affirmations, work with oils to support you, for healing. Work with yourself, with inner work. I listen to my inner guidance. I listen with peace and clarity. Use those grounding oils that I mentioned. Use oils for circulation: cypress, lemon, rosemary. Clarity, I already said. It's very important. But people prefer to just stay with that tinnitus, with that sound in their body, and do nothing, which is quite sad. But I can't convince you to start healing if you're not convinced yourself, really. Vitiligo, yeah. So let's just have a look: body, mind, and spirit. And I think, well, if I have another question, I will. But I know exactly that it's quite late. People want to sleep, not me, because I know exactly that I will have more questions to answer after this. But vitiligo is that autoimmune condition, where your immune system, is mistakenly attacking your body, your cells, which are responsible to produce that pigment, the melanin. So yeah, this is when you have that skin discoloration. I hope I pronounce it correctly. Yeah. So that causes that white patches. And I told you that my brother-in-law also has the vitiligo. Okay. And because of that, your autoimmune system is attacking it, you'll have that white patches. Okay. So let's see exactly, based on your body, that autoimmune response, triggered by stress, by inflammation, by toxins. This is why first thing that I recommend with vitiligo is a thorough detox. I hope you're still here. I don't know if you are. I'm going to say it anyway because I received that question. You have nutrient deficiencies such as B12, zinc, copper, uh, folate. Again, I'm hearing. I'm glad that you're here because the people with tinnitus didn't say anything. I didn't know exactly that. But, these are recorded. These are recorded sessions. So in the future, if someone wants to, if you know someone with tinnitus or vitiligo or with type 2 diabetes, you can always share my YouTube videos. Maybe you have hormonal imbalances, thyroid dysfunction. Please chat with me. It's good that if you raised this, we have a discussion. I know that you may not feel comfortable to do it on a public space, but once you asked the question, um, I will say with gratitude, it's thank you for being here. Yeah. Maybe you have a genetic predisposition. I don't know exactly if someone else in your family had vitiligo. But you don't have to have all of them or only one. It can be a few of them, it can be one, it can be all, depends. It's in the body's language, my dead head. There we are. So it plays a part, yes. Genetics play a part, but it's not only genetics. I said other causes as well. Yeah. So in the body's language, autoimmune conditions are often expresses that self-aggression. So when the immune system, your inner defense, it begins to fight their own tissues, and it no longer recognizes self. It's symbolically like the body is saying, I've forgotten who I am. I am rejecting myself. And that's coming from lack of self love. And love, if you ask me to give a definition of self love, I'll be here until tomorrow. You know, what can you do? You need to do that anti-inflammatory nutrition, rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, greens, whole foods. You need to manage your stress because it's a full healing process. It's not easy. It's not going to happen immediately. But if you work with that, if people healed themselves from C disease, I'm not going to say it because I don't want them to block my lives, but C disease is the disease of the centuries. If they managed to heal from that 100% with the power of the body, mind, and spirit, you will be able to heal from vitiligo as well. You just need to look holistically, manage stress, because cortisol imbalances triggers immune chaos. Yeah, you need to support your immune system with oils like frankincense, copaiba, turmeric, DDR prime, which is cellular regeneration. You need to use on guard, immunity. It's a autoimmune disease. So you need to work on your immunity, support your skin with lavender, helichrysum, myrrh, geranium, frankincense, all of them diluted in coconut oil. Embalm yourself. Yeah, it's very important. And let's look at the mind now. What triggered that vitiligo? Because vitiligo is deeply connected to, themes like self-image. What kind of self-image do what self-image do you have about yourself? Your identity, belonging. I'll be very curious to know. Maybe I shouldn't answer anymore if people are asking a question, but then they don't engage. I don't know. But I will, because there might be people who might need it later. So think about this. Maybe it is painful for you. Maybe it is painful, but what self-image do you have about yourself? Where is your identity? Where do you belong? Because people often develop symptoms after an emotional shock. And here we're coming to New Germanic medicine. We're coming to what Dr. Hammer said. He studied a lot C diseases, the disease of the century. So he took a cohort of people. I hate myself. First of all, I want to send you a lot of love. I want to send you love, and I want to tell you that you are loved, that you are light, that you are protected. And that's all, first thing that I want to send you is this. I want to send you positivity. I want to send you love, because this is why you have this. What can I say? It makes me sad, when I hear that people hate themselves. I hate myself in is it mirror that you said? I don't know, mirror. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe I don't see well. Mire. I probably you wanted to say that you hate yourself when you look in the mirror. And coming back a little bit to Dr. Hammer, he analyzed that cohort of people, Thank you for all your positivity. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for taking your time at this time of the night and be here and listen to me. So he analyzed these people, and they saw the majority of the human diseases and ailments are coming from shocks, emotional shocks, loss, you know, after a long period of suppressed emotions, especially shame, guilt, unworthiness. I'm having thyroid and vitamin problems. I can't barely text. We'll talk about thyroid tomorrow, because if I'm started with thyroid right now, and here it's a very personal topic because I have thyroid nodules. So Yuri, you need to not message me, follow me, and subscribe. So tomorrow you will be notified by TikTok when I'm coming live. Tomorrow I'm going to my sister's, so you'll see another environment. I'm still coming live, but you will see me from another environment. Now I am here in my room, but tomorrow I'll be at my sister's. So it will most likely be UK time in the evening. All right. So I'm going to speak thyroid because I have thyroid nodules. And yes, that's the topic for tomorrow. Although I have numerous videos on YouTube about thyroid. Right. So again, what did we say about prolonged emotions? Like prolonged repressed emotions, shame, guilt, unworthiness. We were talking how high vibration and um, vibrations have the oils. Yeah, frequency. The same with emotions. There are emotions which are very high in vibration, and there are emotions which are very low in vibration: shame, guilt, unworthiness. And if you have this constantly for years and years and years, it will end up in this kind of autoimmune diseases and so on. The emotional roots of the and patterns for vitiligo is like feeling unseen, feeling unaccepted, for who you truly are. I want to hide. I want to disappear. You have that fear of rejection, fear of judgment, because probably your parents compared you a lot with others, and you have that judgment on your appearance, on your worth. You have inner conflict a lot, rejecting parts of your body, past experiences, mistakes, emotions, all of that. I wish I wouldn't be right, but having studied now for almost 6 years, and working with people with vitiligo, guiding them on this, I started to understand more about this autoimmune ailment, disease. So also we're talking over adaptation. What means that? Living to please others. Again, childhood wounds. Thank you so much. People pleasing. And if you go and listen to my childhood wounds videos, you will understand why are you people pleasing. Why from the childhood you feel disconnected from your authentic self, your skin, and in general all skin diseases like acne, eczema, vitiligo, psoriasis, I don't know, you name it. All skin issues are related to boundaries, okay? And this boundary is between you and the world. So when it begins to lose its color, like in vitiligo, that means that your subconscious mind is saying, I no longer know where I end. I no longer know where I end and where I belong in this world. I don't know. Where am I belonging? Where I am? Where you're confused. And what how the feeling the healing, how the healing starts is by forgiveness. Yeah, you reclaim your identity using essential oils, pure and tested essential oils as tools. It's very important also to have a consultant, a mentor who guides you. You release perfectionism. I know when it comes to perfectionism, I better ask someone, I better kill than release my perfectionism. It's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard. But you need to release that perfectionism. You need to stop comparing yourself to others. You need to accept every part of you, visible or not visible. You need to support with essential oils, and here I will recommend bergamot. Bergamot first oil, because it's the oil of self-acceptance and releasing that shame. I think I will recommend a bottle a month. You need to also deepen with geranium, because it's that unconditional love, that heart healing. Frankincense, it's the THE with capitals, the best oil for skin. It reconnects you with your inner truth, is the oil of truth, connection with God and so on. Yeah, it reconnects you with that worth. Myrrh, again, myrrh. I know I have a weird pronunciation. It's myrrh. Okay. Wow, you are understanding me. I understand the disease, my love. The disease, the ailment, because I have worked with so many people with vitiligo. And yeah, these are common. When I asked those people, what happened in your life that you got that? Some of them are recognizing, but some of them don't. And I asked even my future brother-in-law, what happened to you at the age of 6? What shock did you have? Oh, nothing. Yeah. Well, clearly he doesn't feel comfortable about talking about that. I'm not blaming him, but I want to help. But if you're not open to help, if you are not convinced that you need help, is no point of me here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I want to shake you. No, no, no. You need to be convinced that you need help and you need to heal. Otherwise, nobody will be able to do anything for you. So the next oil is myrrh, because it nurtures that self-acceptance, that divine connection. And it's also nurturing the healthy relationship with the mother. Copaiba, again, it calms that self-criticism, that inner judgment. And if we go again to the spirit, because I want to touch this and probably I will finish, what means vitiligo from the energetic and soul perspective. Spiritually, vitiligo is associated with the loss of energetic identity. This is like a theme throughout this disease and ailment. Yeah, identity, loss of identity, boundaries, and so on. So when your soul feels like separated from its essence, it's a call. So vitiligo. By the way, how long have you had this ailment for? I'm very curious. When did it appear? How many years or how many months ago did it come? Because that vitiligo is telling you it's time for you 20 years ago. Okay, maybe this life, being on this life, is your wake up call to do something. I know you got used with having vitiligo for 20 years, but maybe this is your sign. Probably, are you new to my channel? I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. Did you subscribe a while ago, or? But I did not accept it. But yeah, maybe you didn't know that there are ways of healing this. I'm curious if you're new to my channel, maybe you came across my channel tonight or a while ago. I'm just curious. If you can please let me know. I like to know what's happening. Because this tonight is your call for reconnection. Connect a while ago. Okay. I'm glad that you were able to see the notification when I'm going live. But I will say that this is your call to start reconnecting with yourself, with your authentic self, with your ancestral roots, with the light within you. You have a light. You are light, and energetically, Vitiligo is also related to the solar plexus chakra, which is the Manipura. It's just below the belly button, two fingers below the belly button. Manipura is the center of the personal power and self-worth. Again, it's associated with the heart chakra, with anahata, where the love and self-love and the love of others flow, where love flows. Okay, and these centers are blocked by fear in your case, and of course, everyone who has vitiligo, it's blocked by fear. It's blocked by shame. It's blocked by that desire to blend in. Yeah, because body is expressing that it's expressing that depigmentation, uh, this way. And the spiritual message is that depigmentation is saying to you, remember your light. Remember that you are light. Remember that you are created by God, the same that I'm created by God. I have a lot of imperfections. Yeah, but we need to accept them. You were never meant, maybe in a way, you were never meant to blend in. Maybe you are meant to shine differently. Use that power that you are different. Use that power. I am different. Yes, I am different. And I stand up for myself. Look in the mirror. What I will, before, I don't know exactly what your situation is, but before any oils or anything like that, I'll give you like a healing practice. Look in the mirror for at least 21 days. Daily mirror work. Okay? Look into your eyes in the mirror that you hold or you stand in front of it and affirm, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Say this for 21 days. Then after this, I will highly recommend that you would deepen with frankincense. Frankincense and rose. These are the oils it needs to be with you, my love, because they strengthen that your energetic field. You ground yourself daily. Barefoot, you walk into your garden. If you don't have a garden, go somewhere, I don't know. You may have like a public space. I'm sure you have, barefoot on the earth to feel the earth. Deep breathing, gratitude, journaling, work with breathe, okay? And this is a lot of energy healing and restores that flow and alignment. I hope you do take some, and if you want to come back to this, because I know it is late. I don't know which country do you connect from. I'm very curious which country. Do you mind writing? It's late. If you want to come back to all this teaching, you will find my live Sweden. Amazing. That's lovely. One of the countries that I love to go. It's so beautiful there. I watch. Is it Jonah or Yona? Yona Yunton? I love Yona. She is living in Sweden. I love her. I follow her on YouTube. So again, affirmation for healing the vitiligo. I am whole and complete, exactly as I am. I honor my skin as the sacred temple of my soul. I release. Originally from Ethiopia. No, it's a nice one. I also connected with one of my soul sisters, and she is Miriam. She is also from Ethiopia, but she lives in Germany. So you live in Sweden. It's great to connect with you. I honor my skin as a sacred temple of my soul. I release that self-judgment, open to unconditional love. I trust the divine intelligence within my body and restore harmony. These are the, yeah, and because I work with them daily, daily is like, yeah, a lot. I remember them by heart. Um, so if you want to look at this replay, I will highly encourage you to go on my YouTube channel, um, subscribe. Good evening. I just want to read some other comments that I receive. Yeah, I thank you so much for the roses. I really appreciate you. I really do. Go on my YouTube channel, subscribe, and you will be able to look at the of this video again. Okay. Thank you for your answer. You're very welcome. And tomorrow we'll start again. I might be talking about thyroid. However, if there are people on the lives which want answer to particular ailments, diseases, then we'll need to answer that as opposed to what I plan now. I wish you all a beautiful evening and I'll see you tomorrow. Loads of love. Bye-bye. I closed